Hey guys, it's Rebecca, your independent Scentsy consultant, and I have the May Whiff Box with me today. I'm so excited to go over this with you. I love the Whiff Box. If you don't know what Whiff Box is, Scentsy does a box. It can be a subscription box, but you would have to put it in your Scentsy Club. I'll get to Scentsy Club in a minute. But the Whiff Box is just a box of Scentsy products. It costs $35 a month. But the great thing about Whiff Box is that the contents of the box are always greater than $35. I absolutely love this. It's so exciting. Fortunately, because I'm a consultant, I always get to find out. Well, I don't always get to. I have the option to find out. Scentsy does an end of the month live for consultants, and they usually show us all, but maybe not all, but they'll show us a lot of the things that are in the box. And it's always so exciting because they just put great things in there. It's got a lot of great value. It's a great way to try products that you might not ordinarily try. I always highly recommend the Whiff Box because like I said, they just always put something in there that I might not try myself. That's not true because I'll try any Scentsy product because I absolutely love it. But as a customer, you might not always think to purchase it, or you might think, I don't want to spend the money on that product for any number of reasons that you might say, I'm not going to buy that. Well, Scentsy will put some of those products in the Whiff Box. They're not going to put them all. But for example, this month, and I will show you what it is, but there is a product this month that might not be one that you would go buy on your own. But if you purchase the Whiff Box, you get this product and you see how much you like it, which will then make you want more, possibly. Maybe it doesn't, but I still think it's a great value. I love getting it. It kind of feels like a surprise, even though I do typically end up knowing everything that's in that box prior to receiving mine. And a lot of that is because I don't live close to either the home office or a Scentsy distribution center. The beautiful thing with that is there's a lot of consultants that if they live close enough to one of those offices, they get the chance to go pick up their products. So a little jealous because they get them a little earlier. But that's okay because Scentsy usually is pretty good about shipping. I know that they've had some delays lately because Scentsy had a sale last month on the 15th. So there have been some delays getting things shipped. Please don't let that discourage you because Scentsy is usually Johnny on the spot with shipping. It usually does not take very long for them to ship and to get your products to you. However, they always do say with the sale when they have a flash sale that it can take up to 21 business days for your products to ship, which is a huge bummer, I know. But I can tell you from personal experience that Scentsy will make it right, especially if they move into that 21-day period. As a customer, they did offer me a free product. This has been 2 years ago, but I ordered something off the sale. It was really delayed in shipping. And so as a thank you for being patient, Scentsy did offer me a free product. It was very exciting. And I was fine waiting. I wanted my Scentsy, but just know that if they do end up going over their expected period of shipping, that they will make it right. Scentsy is an amazing company. So let's get started with this Whiff Box. Oh, you guys, you know what I just realized? I mentioned Scentsy Club and I never talked about it. If you've watched enough of my videos, you already know what Scentsy Club is, or at least somewhat what it is. But for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. But let me tell you really quickly what Scentsy Club is. Scentsy Club is a subscription service offered by Scentsy. You can get products of your choice delivered every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. You can skip shipments. You get a discount on shipping. If you add $30 in product value, now that's product value, not your total of what you're going to have shipped, you will get a 10% discount. If you add up to $60 worth of product, please remember it's product. It's not your shipping total, because you could have, say, $50 worth of product, and after tax and shipping, you hit 60 or you're super close to it. you've got to have a total of product value at $60, but you get a free half price item. And there's almost no limit. I have not found something that I could not add to that to make the half price item. I typically choose to get the Whiff Box at half price just because I like getting things at half price. I do have a monthly club, a bi-monthly and a quarterly club. One of the things I get, one of those clubs does not have enough in it to get the half off. I accidentally added something that was, it was out of stock. I'm sorry, it wasn't out of stock. It had been taken away. It was retired or just went away with the season. And I'm scared to play around with it and mess it up. So I just kept it. It's fine. I did actually have quite a bit more in my I think that's my bi-monthly club. I did actually have quite a bit more in there. But I started adding numbers and I was like, you're spending too much money. But I can't help it because I just love Scentsy and I am a wax hoarder. I sell this stuff. I do vendor shows, but I'm still a wax hoarder. And there are really some waxes that I'm not selling you because I love them so much. Sorry, I'm not selling them because I really do use them. I have 10 warmers in my home. That number is about to increase because I am moving not far. My husband and I are just buying a house. We recently moved to Texas. It's been about a year and we are buying a home here. And so in the new home, it's not very much bigger than the current rental that we're in right now, but it's just the way the layout is. It's going to allow for me to have more warmers. And I'm so excited about that because I've watched a video of another consultant who showed how she styled her warmers. And I absolutely fell in love with the way that she did it. And her home was so, so pretty. And I cannot wait to do it myself. So video of that coming when I get all that set up. But let's move on to the Whiff Box because I know you're sitting here watching me thinking, Rebecca, you got to shut up and show me what's in that box. So I'm not going to shut up because I have to keep telling you what's in here. But I'm going to move on. Okay? Okay, so first, you remember just a second ago when I said there's a product in this box that you might not necessarily try on your own. And I mean, you just might not click on it and put it in your cart when you're shopping on my website. But this month, you get it added to your Whiff Box, or it's in the Whiff Box already. And it is Scentsy Swipes. So here's the thing I love about Scentsy cleaning products is they work just as well as those bleach cleaners, but they smell so much better and there's not those harsh chemicals in there. This is sun-drenched cotton. And I'm particularly excited about this because as I have said before, and I'm going to say it again in case you're new watching, I used to be a very big candle lover. I kept candles. There is one brand in particular, a very well-known brand. And I noticed that I just wasn't liking this candle like I used to. I felt like the price had gone up and the quality had gone down. So I had a friend who had recently joined Scentsy and I was just talking to her about it. And I decided to give it a try and voila, here I am. Now I'm your Scentsy lady. Okay, so these Scentsy Swipes are amazing. They work just like those leading wipes I just talked about. They smell, it smells so good. Sun-drenched cotton. So you remember that well-known candle brand I just talked about? They had a scent that was absolutely my favorite. They did retire it. And I feel like this sun-drenched cotton is going to be somewhat similar. I've already smelled it. You just saw me smell it, but I've already smelled the wax, which I will show you how I did that in a second. It's not exactly the same, but it is very close. So I'm so excited about that. Okay, Scentsy Swipes is one. You get the pods, Scentsy pods in this. If you're not familiar with pods, they go in a Scentsy Air diffuser. It's a fan diffuser. Scentsy recently changed the name to just Air. It's still an amazing product. They didn't change anything about the quality of the product. They just changed the name. And I am struggling with getting on board and saying that name. For me, they were the fan diffusers. And they have different ones. They have a Scentsy Air Quad, just a Scentsy Air, Scentsy Air Go, Air Mini, and then Go Plus. I believe that's right, all 4 names. I'm a teacher by day, and so I have the Air Quad in my classroom and am absolutely in love with that thing. But these pods are on a great way for you to have the scent without having any kind of, without any mess, because I know I actually have a customer who loves the pods. She prefers them because it allows her to get scent in her home, but she has some very busy boys, and they're typical boys. They are very good boys, don't get me wrong, but they're typical and just rough housing, just playing, and they can knock over a wax warmer. So for her, these pods work much better because when they fall out of a warmer, I'm going to show you what this is like. Here's what it looks like. Look, nothing. You just pick it up, put it back together, go about your day if it gets knocked off. So this scent is called Wild Seaside. And I'm going to tell you just from my nose says, oh yeah, to this. I'm very excited to try this one, to put this in a diffuser. In the air. Okay, so in here, I'm just digging around because this came without a cap. I'm not sure why, but it did. So this is Sunset Cocktail. See if you can see that there, Sunset Cocktail. So this may be another product that you might not try. This is room spray. And Scentsy room spray really gets rid of those pesky smells. I like to use it, especially on the weekends after I've cooked bacon. It really gets rid of that bacon smell because don't we all just love it? Well, maybe you don't love bacon. My family loves bacon. We like bacon and eggs. It's a Saturday morning, Sunday morning maybe thing that we regularly do. Sometimes I'll do breakfast for dinner, but that bacon smell can kind of linger. Not with Scentsy room spray. That bacon smell is gone as fast as you spray this. It really kills odors. They're great in the bathroom for killing odors. You know what I mean, right? So it's not a continuous spray. It's a pump spray. That's nice. This is Sunset Cocktail. So maybe you don't know this yet. Scentsy has a new collection coming. It will be available on June 1st, and it is the Destinations collection. And almost everything in this box, with the exception of one wax bar that I'm going to show you in a second, most of these scents are from the collection. I could be wrong about that, so don't hold me to that. Don't come for me. Okay, next is Lemon, Sugar, and Sage. Now this one, I cannot wait to smell. Truly first sniff right here you're about to see on camera. This is the scent of the month for June. It's going to come in a beautiful lemon warmer. Absolutely, and so excited to have this warmer come. I'm so excited to smell this. Let's test this. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little trick that I learned. I did learn this from Orville Thompson, who is, he and his wife Heidi founded Scentsy, and he actually said in the Facebook lives that I just mentioned that they do every month. They're not always in them, but just a person from Scentsy will do them. He actually said one of the better ways to test out your wax is to open it backwards, so you have like the wax bars out. You get a much better feel for what this is going to smell like. This is nice. I don't really get a sage in this, but I get a nice, sweet, crisp lemon, like a truly ripe lemon. This is nice. I'm excited for this. I'm going to be warming this. That's going to be in my kitchen, maybe in a few minutes. Okay. So next you get, oh no, I left one out. This is the one I opened and I had to sniff already. Okay. So these are tester wax cups, we'll call them. Okay, this is sun-drenched linen. I'm sorry, sun-drenched cotton, not sun-drenched linen. Sorrento Breeze. And they're perfect for just testing. They come in this little cup like that. They're not very big. This is Wild Seaside. And if you remember, This pod was also Wild Seaside. Let's see. Also, Santorini Blossoms. I'm very excited to try this one. And Sunset Cocktail. So all 5 of these are going to be part of the Destinations collection that I just mentioned that will be available on June 1st. There's a lot coming from that in that collection. And there's still one thing left that you get in this box. Okay. You get scent circles. Now, this is probably another thing that you may not necessarily try if you're just scrolling through the Scentsy website and buying, because online, unfortunately, you don't always, because you don't get to test it, you can tend to be a little bit shy in trying something new, because what if you don't like it, right? Well, here's what I do for my customers on my mailing list. So if you are a regular purchaser from me of Scentsy products, I send out happy mail every month. Just include a flyer, usually a little note, and I've just started doing this. I include a scent circle every month to my regular customers who make purchases from me. Just a little happy, try something new. These things are great. You can use them as car fresheners, throw them in a drawer, to keep your clothes smelling nice, put them on the door handle. They're great in so many places. And you don't even have to, if you put them in your car, they do come with a string here that is elastic that you could put on your rearview mirror, but you could throw it underneath your seat. Nobody says you have to put it on your rearview mirror. Oh, look, I just found the cap to this room spray. I knew they had to have one. I knew there was no way that they sent that cap. Okay, so we're going to do first sniffs. And so Sunset Cocktail. Let's try this. I'm excited about this one. That's a little bit strong for me. Very floral. I have a feeling it's going to be it's going to complement nicely with the rest of these, but by itself, it's a little strong for me. Now Santorini Blossoms. This is going in my club. Oh man, that's nice. That's very nice. Santorini Blossoms. Okay, this one is Sorrento Breeze. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I like it. I'm going to warm it. This one is Sun-Drenched Cotton, and I think it's going to be a new favorite. That one is so nice. Okay, Wild Seaside. That one's even nice in the bar. Okay, so that's the Whiff Box for this month. You get set of pods, a twin pack of pods. You get a room spray. You get 3 scent circles, 1 wax bar, 5 tester cubes, or cups, not cubes, they're cups, and 1 full-size container of Scentsy Swipes, all for $35. That's hard to beat. It really is. I don't know if you could beat that with a stick. Anyway, $35 gets you this month's Whiff Box. It is available through the end of the month or until supplies last. I have seen Whiff Boxes sell out. It's not something that commonly happens, but I have seen it happen where they will completely sell out and they will no longer be available. So if you're interested in this, I highly recommend you getting it. Only $35, and you get over $45 worth of Scentsy product value in this box. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to click like and subscribe. Please leave a comment. I absolutely love reading your comments. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, happy spelling. Bye.